Hello, welcome to Eyes of Harmony reaction first thoughts to Thin Eyes.
Part 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah, so it starts off where we left off last week, which I really like that. It helps. It makes you if you missed the last week, it makes you want to kind of watch it. I think it's what it would do. So I quite like the kind of continuous. It feels a lot like Rose in first series 1.
And again, I think I brought this up in the last discussion, but where are they going to fit the novels in?
I guess we'll have to read the novels to find out.
Or maybe there'll be more breaks later on. But like we've had 3 continuous stories now.
So yeah,
it's been interesting. It's been very different compared to how it has been.
Well, I think it's been a lot better to how it has been as well.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I think this season is the best Peter Capaldi one so far. It's had the strongest start, I think.
I only question that because, like, I did generally enjoy how last season started. It was only the ending which kind of ruined it.
It's true. I think it dipped in the middle as well a little. They kind of blew all the good ones first, and then kind of it got a bit more to the kind of where the series should have started, ones with, like, the Vikings and the Woman Who Lived stuff. They were kind of more of a, like, more merrier side, while the hard-hitting ones, again... Actually, saying that, this one hard-hitting as hell. So yeah. So one thing I'd like to say is, like, the sets in this one are amazing, and so are the costumes, Full round of applause for the production standards on this one.
I have to say in general, like, because I was worried about them doing another Victorian London story, just in general, because, like, I kind of got sick of the setting because of how much they're using with the whole Vastra things, and but the way they used it here, because they don't have them there, and also the fact is that they have an interesting and a point in history, like they actually have an event as opposed to just generally being in Victorian London at some given day. This is the last time that the ice went over the Thames, and that is an interesting point to bring up, just to generally explain why that stopped, explaining stuff. It's cool. It's really cool.
It was great.
No pun intended.
Yeah, I loved it, and I loved the pacing. I think this is the best paced episode this season so far. The end didn't feel as rushed as the last 2 episodes, which were a bit more kind of like you could see the build up in this one rather than the build up happen very quickly. And then it quickly got resolved. Like this one kind of had it resolved kind of, I think, kind of correctly. And just a really strong script, really. One thing, I'm so surprised they killed a child, man.
Yes,
that caught me out. I was like, oh, the child's still going to be alive.
Yeah,
they're going to save the child. No,
it'll be like Pinocchio.
That child freaking died, guys. He died. My God, like, the amount of deaths which are happening in this season are great. Like, thing is though, one plot thing is, Bill's like, I've never seen anyone die before, but thing is Tomb of Ellen's got shot on screen in the pilot.
That is true. That is true.
So, no, that's I think, tiny mistake.
Well, I think she specifically says she's...
No, I guess she says someone.
Aliens don't really.
They look like humans, though, to be fair. But anyway, yeah. So, 3 people die in this one on screen at least. 4. I liked it how when even the bad guy died, fell through the ice. She still kind of looks, kind of a bit like, oh no, kind of.
Yeah.
I really dig Bill. Bill is great.
That scene where he was discussing with the doctor about like death and how many people through what's dying, killing people and stuff.
So good, so
that was
good.
A really, that was a really interesting moment. Like, because again, they don't really bring that up in Doctor Who much. Like, because I mean, other than him kind of resenting the War Doctor in general, like you don't really get a lot of that. People have died in a lot of Doctor Who stories. We could point out, and
basically every story.
He just the next story he's forgotten about them.
Because moved on.
It kind of ties that up, and it kind of is thinking on that.
Yeah. In terms of a monster, I really liked the twist that it was actually being imprisoned. That I liked, because I thought it was just going to be, an evil giant fish thing. I didn't think about it being imprisoned, so that caught me off. One thing I thought they were going to go with was that the poo, which could burn underwater. Was that in the barrels? Because I thought they were going to use the poo. I thought they were going to use the poo to burn through the chains. That's what I thought they were originally going to do. But then
I think that
it kind of went to explosives.
Must have tied in, because the thing is that, and actually no, the barrels might have been filled with that, because I think that was part of it. Because the fact that the explosions happened underwater.
Yeah, but there's pike bombs which happen underwater anyway.
Yeah, but I do think that was where they were going. I think that was why they were collecting poo.
I just didn't catch the line which specified that.
I'm not sure. I don't know if they outright expressed it, but I think they were just more, giving you, just kind of hinting at that was what they were doing.
Yeah. The child actors were decent. There was only one really badly delivered line, which was "Where's Spider?" It felt so forced. It was ouch, child. I'm surprised they didn't have enough a take for that one, because it just, if you go back and listen to it, it's so forced. It's
yeah,
calm down, sweetie. Just try it again.
It's a bit difficult with child actors, because there's always a balance between getting a good line and having them be happy. You don't want to make them upset. We need to do that again.
Yeah,
but everybody was good.
Yeah. But I like the psychic paper. Yeah, I just I'm just really enjoying this season so far. I liked the main villain was a bit weak. I don't get why he told the Doctor and Bill the plan. His entire family's secret. Why did he tell them that?
Well, because I think it was more that they kind of already pieced most of it together already. What's the point? He's going to explode it anyway.
I guess
it's not going to matter soon enough.
He was planning to kill them. Yeah. Oh, and the other plot point is, so they're in the tent. Bill leaves the tent, but then the Doctor, obviously went underwater and attached the.
This is where did the suit come from?
Where did the suit come from?
That was the one really thing that bothered me in the episode. Where the heck did that come from? They did not have the suit by them at all. They took them off elsewhere.
Yeah,
where on earth did the suit come from?
The other side of the fair, and he stated that they didn't have long left till noon, and then the guy even sped it up before noon anyway. So, I don't know. That was one.
That was the one thing, and right off the bat that bothered me. Again, we'll probably re-evaluate this later, and we'll probably find a few more things here and there. But
I still say that's only
first reaction. That was the first thing that kind of caught me. As no. No.
The thing is, in terms of the entire story, it doesn't ruin it. It's just
of course not. No.
But how? That's all it is. So then they return home, and then we get a nice scene with Nardole. I'm fine with Nardole. I generally don't see what people's problem is. I quite like him as a bit of a odd bod character. I liked the use of a flip a coin, because obviously the Doctor worked out the con. That was a really nice tie-in. And then, the frickin'...
That's kind of a nice path to the joke, yeah.
The fricking vault is so intriguing, though. I am so intrigued. So intrigued by the frickin' vault. Oh my god. But yeah, no, really loved it. I didn't hear much original music, I don't think. The only one which kind of still stuck out was the main kind of... 12th Doctor theme. I didn't really hear anything too original, unlike in the first two episodes, but maybe if I rewatch it I will, if I listen out specifically. But yeah, solid cast, really solid sets and designs. Mike Tucker's model work really kind of just, didn't even notice it really, it's because it's so well in there. I'm not even completely sure. There's some points where I think it might be the model of the town which they've superimposed in. But yeah, So Mike Tucker's work.
I mean, does he have a Twitter or something? Maybe
Seamless. He has Facebook. I'm following his Facebook, so maybe I'll.
So has he said anything? Or
no, not yet. But I'm pretty sure it's when it was the far out shot, and the two guys were walking over to the posh guy in the blue coat where he was about to blow it up, and you could see all like the city. I'm pretty sure that was modelled there. But I'm not sure, seamlessly in there. You wouldn't even I only remembered at the end of the episode, oh yeah, Mike Tucker had model work in this. So that was really cool. But yeah, next week looks pretty awesome. More people dying, yes. And it's going to be her friends dying, so that's even more intense.
And the whole kind of haunted house kind of game premise of that, it's very intriguing.
Yeah, you sign the contracts, now you pay the price. What a line that was.
I'm very interested to see where they take that. I really am.
I mean, I'm just sad that we're already a quarter of the way through the season. Doesn't that suck?
It all happened so fast.
I know.
Well, it's just something to break things up and take my mind off life.
Yeah, God, but this season so far has been top notch. Top notch so far. Really enjoyable. Capaldi's, so good at the moment in this role.
It really is a shame this is the last season.
I know, especially as we'll lose Bill as well, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a new slate for Chris
an entire new thing for Chris Chibnall, so well, we'll see how this plays out. I mean, we're not there yet.
You won't start talking about that till kind of after this season, and depending on when the next series is going to be, because we don't know really. But yeah, so what did you guys think of Thin Ice? Comment below what you thought. Did you like it? Did you hate it?
Somewhere in the middle.
When Bill almost said shit, that was great.
Yeah,
I love that. I absolutely love that. That was so funny. Because now it's going back to family show. They're hitting it on the mark so well. It feels so much like Series 1 again. It's just great. I'd say so far, in terms of quality and strength, it's about the same as Series 1 with End of the World and The Unquite Dead. I'd say it's pretty solid so far. It just depends if they manage to make a Dalek and then a finale Parting of the Ways style.
I don't know. I don't think these episodes are quite sticking in my mind like the first few episodes of Series 1.
But is that more nostalgia, though?
I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know. I don't quite put it as strongly as that.
I think this is definitely.
I'd put it actually probably around the same level as Series 3 if I'm comparing it to anything. Actually, in my head. Yeah. I think it's about that level.
I see that. Yeah. Yeah. No, actually, though, to be honest, I kind of prefer all three of these episodes over Gridlock, so that makes it a bit better.
True. I didn't hate Gridlock.
I don't hate it, but it's just it's kind of.
Yeah, maybe it's not quite.
It's not one I go out to watch, if I'm like, whoa.
Well, the Shakespeare Code kind of brings it all up.
It's okay. It's not a bad story. It's just nothing.
Anyway, I think we've gotten a bit off.
But anyway, we've got a bit off topic. So yes, comment below, and we'll see you next week for Knock Knock. Who's there?
It's a bit later next week, like it has been the previous weeks, but we'll try and get it out as soon as we can.
Yeah, hopefully. But yes, boy.